Hey guys, welcome to another video on a blog full of games, and today we are looking at tackling the Samjok. Well, honestly, the Samjok for a lot of people can be quite painful. I know that because I run a Samjok in my hangar, this one, and with this setup in Champions, I have killed 11 reds and 5 assists, and that includes a Titan or two. That's virtually half the team there. So a sum joke can be quite a big pain to deal with. The first thing is to choose your bots that can tackle a sum joke. The first one that I prefer is my Ravana. The phase shift allows me to escape the turret. The angler, not so much, even though it has the phase shift, but the it doesn't come in as frequently as the Ravana. So this next would be any bot that you have with high durability. So for me, it is the Raptor or the Tier. I tackle some jokes with both these. If you don't have bots like this, the Fenrir also would be a good bot, or any bot that can move quickly and escape a some joke. So you can watch this video on how a Ravana works. Ravana mostly can be is present in everyone's hangar. If not, you should consider getting one. Take a look at this. So you would have noticed something that last video. I kind of emptied my cryo virtually trying to kill the some joke because I didn't know exactly when its phase shift would end, or I basically in that moment lost track of time there. But in this one, this timing is perfect. Look at that cryo going there, and boom, dead some joke. Not much damage taken, and he didn't really get a chance to do much. So a Ravana then becomes a very good counter to some joke. Another very important thing that I personally use to tackle the Samjok is the Paladin Mothership. You can use any defensive mothership, like even the Avalon, that gives you an Aegis shield. Most people nowadays are choosing to use Frederick for the additional damage, but I honestly prefer a defensive mothership, and I have these turrets that came along. I mean, I got it in the Hanks Drifting Shipyard in exchange of thorium, the enhanced Aegis system, which gives me 150,000 Aegis shield here, and also a 25k durability extra, and 50 for my bots, and 50k durability extra for my Titans. So this keeps regenerating throughout the game, as you know, as you capture beacons and do damage and things like this. Of course, and the Paladin has its own benefits already. The 250k Aegis over there, and the durability restoring. Uh, but imagine that. So I've got this shield immediately, and I generally always am capturing beacons. So I have this coming in quite often. Play beacon rush the most, and so this basically gives me a additional layer of protection for dealing with in situations where I maybe not be able to escape, or I am in the midst of a very close fight, like a brawling session. This is like something that really gives me a boost over there. Like the Frederick gives a boost to people who are focused on the attacking part, I am focused on the defensive part over here. It helps me get out of situations, and I think it also helps me stay in battles longer and use my bots for longer without killing them. As you know that I like and I enjoy running a Samjok. Yeah, I know that you guys might hate me because of that. Uh, and it allows me to understand what the weakness is of a Samjok. A Samjok's major weakness is when it's ganged up on, or when it enters a situation where there are two or three reds. This is where a Samjog's survivability completely drops. Here, take in this video over here, you can see that I'm busy with a Samjog, and I don't realize that I'm now surrounded by two more Samjogs, and I'm trying to kill that Leo that's there on top. So I've got three bots, and then suddenly they're all after me. So this is when it gets really difficult to survive. There was time in factory map, you know that the beacon that you capture right in the start on the left hand side or right, where it has a little bit of a tunnel where you can go through with a Samjog or a bot and come back onto the other side. So I was trying to escape that, and some because somebody was chasing me, actually literally following me and trying to kill me. And then a ducks came in from the other side, and they basically blocked me in the tunnel, and I lost my ability over there and was dead. As you know, I don't use phase shift at all as a active module. So and even if I had to use a phase shift, I was trapped. They basically trapped me. So that is what it is. So when you have a Samjog, when you are chasing a Samjog or you are trying to kill a Samjog, you do not engage it if you are underpowered, if you don't have the bots I told you about. You wait for another teammate of yours to engage it, and that is when you join them. Because if you are two people, you're easily getting the Samjo because it's trying to escape one person and you are there with a surprise. And when you say surprise attack, take a look at this kind of a surprise attack, which I did with my Samjok trying to kill another Samjok. That was fun, wasn't it? Like, when you hunt you with a Samjok and you're trying to get another one. Which comes to my last point. It's easier to kill a Samjog solo if you are playing with Samjog. Yes, Samjog is the best bot to kill another Samjog. And it becomes so much easier if you use the boombox or the Devastator scatter setup as compared to the Kirin Gangle. Although the Kirin Gangle do a fantastic job as well, you will be able to take out much larger bots with the boombox, Devastator, and the scatter as compared to the Kirin and Gangle. This is only post 11.2 after the nerf. It works very well because of Sim's legacy, which gives you a 15% bonus for 3 seconds. The Devastator, although it has a longer reload, which recharges when you are in phase shift in using the ability, so you don't have to ever worry about it. And every time you come out of it, you have insane power. So coming back to this, all these videos are some joke taking out other some jokes, which is the easiest thing to do. And now that some joke is in a common data pad, everyone can run a some jokes. And you keep it in your second hanger. If you don't like the bot, you hate the bot, keep it in the second hanger. And the moment you find a some joke that cannot be countered, use your some joke. The final point. Does some joke need another nerf? Does it need to be nerfed? Samjok's turret definitely needs a nerf. I think so. The crumble effect is a little too high. The rest of it, I think the phase shift and everything is. Mm, I think it's all right. It's only the turret that seems to be a major problem because the rest of it is definitely skill. Timing your sum joke, timing your weapon unloads, timing everything. You don't have that turret out there shooting when you are in phase shift or even doing that much damage. I think Samjok will be a very easy bot to counter. It still isn't a problem for me, to be honest. I don't find it to be problematic. And if you use these tips that I gave you, the kind of bots that you use to tackle the Samjok, and how to tackle it and when to tackle it, never go solo if you don't have those bots. And the element of surprise with the Samjok works perfectly. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Have a good one. Bye bye.